Some women can never get this emotional response of I want to do anything for her from a man because of their energy, because of how they talk to men, because of how they argue with them and trying to convince them, trying to win over him. Hello my beautiful darlings, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having an amazing day today. Today we're going to talk about feminine communication, how to talk to men and how to talk specifically to masculine men. Doing less and receiving more. Doing less and receiving more with your feminine energy, because we communicate differently, men and women. And the way you communicate to a man, the way you talk to men will have a real impact on how he will respond to you. Masculine men are ruled by masculinity, and if you want to communicate with him in a feminine way, to have a feminine impact on him, to have a feminine seduction, to really make him feel masculine, truly like a king in your presence, and obtain whatever you want and receive more joy, receive more love, receive princess treatment, receive everything you want. It has all to do with your communication and how you talk with him. So this subject is very deep and I have so many juicy advice for you. So if you want to know more, keep on watching. But first, just wanted to let you know that if you want to see more of my content, I talk about fashion, femininity, old Hollywood glamour, seduction, dating, and anything to make you become a highly feminine lady and to upgrade your confidence and make you feel amazing, upgrade your relationship and upgrade your life, become your dream woman. Feel free to join the channel, the link is down below. Also follow me on my Instagram and on TikTok. And of course, if you want to really upgrade your life and upgrade yourself and become this alluring divine feminine woman, join my femme fatale siren course. The link is down below. Even though I'm dressed like a princess today, I know we have to embrace our inner femme fatale in our communication with men, in our confidence, in our inner confidence, to become this dream woman that is so alluring. All those women that you see that have this powerful energy that you want to emulate, that you want to be. You want to be like them. This is a full course on how to become your most powerful self, like how to embrace that goddess energy, how to make men spoil you, love you, cherish you, have standards, boundaries, anything you want is on this course. I put so many information. So if you want to join, feel free to join. And I talk also about feminine communication in my course, but in a deeper way. Now I'm just going to explain to you the kind of different form of communication you can have with men. So for example, you can have a form of communication that would be very direct and more like head-to-head type of debate that he can actually have with everybody. So the type of things where you talk about debate, political views, or you talk about very intellectual things. There is one big mistake that women make on dates, and it's just talking about subjects that are very intellectual and putting directly a man into his head and into a mode of just being very intellectual. You know, there's no seduction here. There's no feminine energy coming out of you. You're completely, fully more in your analytical, logical, masculine energy when you debate with him. So that doesn't mean that you cannot debate with him, but especially at the beginning, you want to keep those debates and intellectual discussion to a minimum, because you want him to feel your feminine energy and not just to talk about it in a way that's just intellectual. I used to do that actually, because I used to be like, I've always been fascinated by feminine energy since many years. And at the beginning, when I was going on date, I used to just talk about it. Oh, have you heard of feminine energy? And debate with him about it. Instead of making him feel my feminine energy, I would just make them debate about it. Oh, you know, women are this, women are that, men are this, men are that. And it's fine. He's gonna really be impressed by your intelligence and he's gonna love it, but he's always gonna feel that something is missing. He's gonna be like, I like her, but something is missing. He is looking for that spark, and you are looking for that spark too. I know, like that spark of, I want to get to know her more. Oh my god, who is she? Keep in mind, ladies, that I am not saying that you cannot have debates and intelligent conversations. On the contrary, as I said in my videos about the femme fatale, being able to engage in deep conversation, proving a sense of excitement and intelligence, is extremely alluring from masculine, high-value men. What I am saying is to not only focus on intelligent debates and forget about other aspects of the feminine communication and seduction. Reveal yourself and reveal your intelligence little by little, ladies. You are not here to perform and showcase how intelligent you are. You just go with the flow on the conversations. So you're gonna ask, how do I do that? How do I communicate in a feminine way, and how am I going to be in my playful feminine energy? There's one thing you can do is add some playfulness. Playfulness is so important. Playing around, joking around, teasing each other. This is very nice on dates. You can be playful, and your playfulness is part of your feminine energy. When you're enjoying your time, you're enjoying your environment, he is going to feel that energy from you. When you are in your head debating of everything, he's not going to feel it. This is also another thing when you have heart-to-heart conversations, when you're listening to him with intention, when you're listening to him, when you're showing your warmth, your energy is open, and you're listening to him with intention, with care, with curiosity. You're not judging him. You're not on your guard. You're not trying to debate, trying to compete with him, trying to say something better than him, because he's going to feel that. No, you're in your calm, serene, confident energy. You're in your Angelina Jolie, in the tourist type of energy. She's listening to him. She's looking at him intensely, and she is present. You're in your present moment, and you're taking it in, right? You're letting it happen instead of always wanting to have the last word, instead of always wanting to prove something to him. You're listening with presence no matter what he's talking about, instead of always thinking of what you're going to say next. It is very difficult to do this when you're used to being a very masculine. For masculine women, it's very difficult to do this, because when you're a woman that is used to a job that is very competitive, a lot of people that you need to manage, you're a boss and you're a CEO and you're a lawyer and everything, it's very, very hard for you. It is going to be very hard for you to listen with intention and not wanting to constantly jump around and say, yes, yes, oh, I remember this and this and this. Your presence is already magnetizing. You need to do a lot less than what you think, actually. You need to work a lot less than what women think on dates. As I always say, this is him trying to impress you. So you need to step back and do a lot less. Be just in your present energy. Enjoy it. Enjoy your time. Enjoy this conversation. Listen to him with curiosity. You're curious about what he has to say because you're here to know who he is, to have fun on the date. And there's no pressure. Don't put too much pressure also on the fact that, oh, he has to be the one that is my husband, you know. That doesn't mean that you're not dating with intention. I'm the one saying you should be dating with intention. You should be dating, you know, with the intention of a relationship, of something serious, of marriage. Don't put your energy too much in your head, analytical. Put your energy in your body and really feel your own presence and his presence, and listening. Listening is really the most feminine, charming thing you can do. To get that really spark emotional response from a man, like really, wow, I'm attracted to her, I really want to get to know her, about your energy, not just about your physical appearance, about your energy of like, wow, she's something else, I want to get to know her more. You have to do a lot less than what you think. You have to be, as I always say, a little bit more focused on yourself, and to be a little bit more mysterious, saying less, talking less. Be like a little cat, a black cat. You know, black cat is always seductive, it's always there enjoying their time, and you want to seduce them, you want to have their attention. They're just so beautiful, so cute, but they're very mysterious. They're very like laying around, enjoying their time, very cuddly, but they can go away also. They're not completely acquired. That's what you want to get, that type of energy. It's warm, it's cute, it's loving, but it's not accessible too much. You're not here to perform. That's why I'm saying, like, you're in your loving, cute energy, you're enjoying your time, you're smiling, but it doesn't mean that you're here to perform for him, or that you're here to put on a show, or that you're like, yes, yes, oh, of course, yes, and yes, saying yes to everything he says and agreeing with everything he says. You're allowed to disagree with him. This is actually quite sexy to disagree. I think that most women are so used to working hard to have things that they have so much trouble nowadays to be in their feminine energy and do less and receive instead of giving. And it's not just on dates, it's also in relationships. You are like the cat. You're here, you're beautiful, you're stunning, you're enjoying, you're the goddess here. And he has to come and seduce you, right? You're not there waiting for his response, waiting for him to approve of you. No, you approve of yourself. You have to be in your body and your entire presence will change. Men, they can feel that delicious energy and they get addicted to it. They cannot live without feminine energy. Avoid criticizing him, ladies, because this is a big thing, and criticizing him can be in different type of form of situation. You will lose the emotional connection that you're trying to build with him or that you have with him if you are criticizing him, because immediately he has to defend himself, he has to defend his honor. Making a big deal out of things or judging him for the smallest little thing that he likes is really not the energy that you want to give to him. The biggest thing that all human beings want, they want to be accepted and valued for who they are. And this is exactly what a man wants to feel with you. You want to feel that he can be himself and that you're not going to judge everything he's saying or everything he thinks or all his political belief. That's why when you have debates with someone on something that you disagree, it is killing the emotional connection and even the seduction and the attraction of the polarity of the masculine and feminine, because then you're just against each other in that case. So keep that to really a minimum, really. And if you disagree, it's okay, unless it's something that is important for you. But otherwise, you don't need to debate with people, really. Drop the need to always convince everyone of everything. Drop the need to constantly having to convince people of your worth, of your value, of what you're thinking. They don't need to think like you. When you argue with him, he sees that as an attack on who he is. And you're attacking the basic human need of someone of wanting to feel seen and valued. He doesn't need to like exactly the same things as you do. You can find some common ground in certain things. You can have one thing that you have in common that you both like, and that's enough, right? If you both like to dance salsa together, which I think is stunning. I think couples that dance salsa together, it brings them closer. I really recommend it. This is amazing to learn salsa, bachata, or tango. Tango is so beautiful. Together is really bring you closer. This, you just need one activity that is really nice like that, or maybe do tennis. Something like that will bring you closer together. Ladies, your job in dating and with men in general is to enjoy the experience, trust him to be the masculine and to lead, and to you enjoy the experience and being your feminine. If you want him to open the door, you stay in the car. You stay in the car until he opens the door for you. You aren't the feminine, you're the princess. You want to be treated like one, but don't make a big deal out of it. Show him your standards instead of yelling at him and debating with him about your standards. You're not here to convince him about your beliefs. You're here to determine if you two are compatible, if he is a good man for you, or if you are in a relationship and you are constantly arguing with the smallest little thing. This is not going to help him wanting to do more for you. So if you want him to do more for you, if you want him to offer you flowers, I received those flowers. Aren't they beautiful? Oh, they're so nice. If you want him to offer you more gifts, if you want him to do more things for you and be more romantic and have more gestures from him, it's all about your feminine energy. Some men can change from one woman to another drastically, do 50-50 with one, and the other one, he will spoil her like a queen. It is also about activating that drive of masculine energy he has in him of just like, oh, I'm crazy about her, I want to spoil her. When a man is crazy about you, you won't have to argue with him about what you want. You just let him know about your desires and he will make it happen. You show him your standards instead of arguing about your standards. I would never advise you to really argue with a man because it doesn't work. When you argue with a man, when you're yelling at a man, when you're just very masculine energy, dominant energy like that, he will feel threatened and immediately closed off, immediately wanting to defend himself and immediately saying no to everything you're saying. Instead, use your feminine charm, use what nature gave you. And when a man is crazy about you and on top of it you're in your feminine energy, he will offer you the word. Some women can never get this emotional response of I want to do anything for her from a man because of their energy, because of how they talk to men, because of how they argue with them and trying to convince them, trying to win over him. This should not be about winning. This should be about communicating in a way that make him feel good and you feel good as well. Like having your playfulness, and I think your playful feminine energy is really a weapon. It is your most divine, sensational feminine energy. Even femme fatales, they use that a lot. Disney princesses use that. Your playfulness is really the most charming quality you have. So in a way, you let your desires be his ideas, right? It's his idea to spoil you and make you feel amazing and want to do more for you because he felt that feminine energy and that warmth, that loving, magnetizing energy from you. So he wants to do it for you, right? So he wants to make you happy. But if he feels only negativity and criticism and you putting him down, why would he want to do more for you, ladies? Why would he want to reward you, reward that negative energy? He got just negative. He doesn't want to have more of that, right? He just wants to avoid you at that point. You have to be a lot more calm and a lot less in your head overthinking. You need to, of course, be sure about your boundaries. As I said, it's always a core inside of you. You need to stop jumping in and performing for men, proving yourself. You need to train yourself to be present. So you need to take into account how you deliver things, how you talk with men. You need to be present and read the moment, read the person. When I'm saying stay present and listen to him with intention, with curiosity, it's about also reading the room, reading his reactions, like being careful about what you're saying to people, how you say it. This is not about performing, but this is just about being in your feelings. You need to read his energy first, stop, pause. And this is why when you see in movies, you see all the femme fatales, you see all the magnetic women in movies, they're all really mysterious. They're very playful, very sarcastic, but they're also very mysterious and just listening and pausing. You see that with Angelina Jolie a lot. Looking intensely, pausing, being in her body, being in her thoughts, being in herself, like feeling the moment. That pauses and silences are extremely magnetic. This is because you can actually, in that case, feel the energy of the other person without having to constantly feel the blanks, right? You don't have to feel all the blanks. Sometimes you can look at each other and it can just really be more powerful than anything you will say. If both of you just want to talk and be heard, there's not much place for listening to each other and truly connecting with each other. You can try to perform femininity, trying to appear perfect, trying to say the right thing at the right moment. But in that case, it will be something is off, because in that case, you're trying to control the situation. You're actually still in your masculine energy trying to control instead of letting it be. In that case, you are performing for him to like you. Sometimes you are in a relationship and you read the energy of a man, right? This is very the feminine. Like when you're really rooted in your feminine energy, you can stop, pause, and read the energy of people. And you read the energy of a man and you see that he's angry and he just wants to vet, and he's not happy about a situation, and he's very stressed at work. In that case, this is not the right moment to argue about something or you have to be considerate in that case, right? You can, of course, for sure disagree with him on something. I'm not saying you should agree with everything he says. Again, not performing. You can, of course, disagree, but still in a feminine, gentle way. You can say, thank you for sharing that with me. This is how I felt. My version of the story, this is how I experienced it, was different. So like, I love that, because this is all about, I know that we have different perception and different experiences. So it's not about shaming him for his experience or how he sees it, or saying that he's wrong. It's about saying that we all have different experiences, and this is how I experience it. I'm enjoying my tea, green tea. As you know, I'm obsessed. And as you know, there are different characteristics of feminine communication. I'm going to tell you. So first of all, you have soft tone of voice. Okay, when you have a soft, gentle tone of voice, of course, it is going to be more in this feminine communication. It's going to have a real impact on a masculine man. Masculine men react instantly. Instinctively, they want to protect. When they hear a feminine voice, they want to protect, provide. They're just magnetized immediately. It's like, oh my God, she's so adorable. I want to protect her. I want to do anything for her, right? Next, we have the use of language. Of course, the feminine is going to use a language that is more polite, using words like please, thank you, not cursing, not using slangs, and not using aggressive words or aggressive tone of voice. Non-verbal communication, I think body language also have a big impact on femininity. And sometimes when you adopt a feminine body language, you fake it until you make it, it has an impact also on you feeling more feminine. I don't know, you have a good posture and you have your gesture being more delicate, you will instantly feel in your feminine energy. Right? Or the opposite, if you also feel in your feminine energy, you're able to tap into it, you will have the body language naturally coming. So it can include tilting your head while listening, maintaining eye contact, as I always say, smiling, nodding. There's so many things that you can do that are super feminine in terms of communication. And I invite you to take my course, because I go way deeper into that. Listening skills, obviously showing that you actively care and listen, giving small verbal acknowledgement, also like oh yes, wow, oh. Showing up with curiosity is the feminine communication. Showing interest, asking follow-up questions. Oh, where did you travel? What did you like about Croatia? Oh no, I know it was beautiful, I went too. What was the part that you liked the most about it? Right? These are follow-up questions that continue the conversation, that shows interest, that shows curiosity, and suggesting rather than demanding, expressing your desire instead of your demands, and letting things be his idea instead of yours. And in that case, you receive more by doing less. Thank you so much for watching, my beautiful darlings. I hope you liked it, and I hope it was really helpful for you. If you want to know more about feminine communication, masculine energy, how to truly embrace your feminine divine siren energy, I really invite you to take my Siren Femme Fatale course. The link is down below, and join me of course on Instagram and on TikTok for more content about this. And until next time, I'm giving you a lot of kisses, and I truly love you all, my beautiful queens. Mwah.